Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand in what is going to be a very exciting show for you tonight, because Manchester United in all their brilliance have decided that they're going to rerun classic Manchester United games, and because we should have played Tottenham at the weekend, they're going to rerun a classic Manchester United versus Spurs game. Now you can actually vote for these games through the app. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get the game from White Hart Lane where we were 3-0 down at half-time and we won 5-3. But we're getting 2008-2009 Manchester United versus Spurs at Old Trafford with Rooney and Ronaldo in co. It's a classic game. I'm very excited to watch it because I haven't actually watched it myself probably since I watched it then. It's just not the sort of game that I'll probably go back and watch. But very excited. Also, I just think it's going to be a real opportunity, and we will be talking about topical stuff as well because there is some topical stuff today. But very interested to watch this because the difference in quality between what we've seen with United over the last 6 years and what we would have seen then. So yeah, very excited to see, and I'm just trying to get. It's all a bit new, this, so I don't know. The game should be kicking off somewhere, but I'm just trying to figure out where it is at the moment, because it is. There we go. Come on. I'm trying to get it. Okay. This is the problem with the first one. But the bloody first one, it's difficult. So I'm just trying to see. I have got a timer and everything like that set up, but having done it for the first time, it's meant to be on the United website, and I'm on the United website, and I can see the article they're talking about. I wonder if they've put it on Twitter here. We should have kicked off by now. As soon as I've got it, we'll crack on with the show. But at the moment, why would you advertise this and then not give the link out on Twitter? Manchester United, you're very weird in the way that you do things. You come up with a cracking idea, and then nobody can find the bloody video. Oh, they're putting it on MUTV apparently. It's meant to be on the website though. I want to be able to share the link on the website because that's where everybody will be able to watch it most of all. It's live on the app. Yeah, but they're meant to be putting it on the website as well. I don't want to watch it on the app because the app's on your phone. It's on MUTV, Mark. That's no good. That's no good because not everyone's got MUTV. This is really bloody frustrating. Why do they advertise something and then they don't do what they say they're going to do? We'll find it. Here we go. Right, we've got it on the website. Well done. It's on the website. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get you the link for this, and then we can start, because we're a couple of minutes in already. Right. I want everyone to be able to watch it. So there's a link in the video description. I'm going to change that link to the game as soon as I've got it for you. Silence is a virtue. And thanks to everyone who's been checking us out on Twitter today as well. We've got the now Manchester. Here we go. Sign out of there. First ones are always the pain in the arse. Sorry about this, everybody. Spurs are on the attack at the moment anyway. It's nice to be able to watch a proper match of football in the Rooney days and the Ronaldo days, but also be able to compare what United are all about. Rooney into Ronaldo there. Ronaldo on the attack. Puts it out wide to Nani. Nani into Ronaldo. Just different times. Different times. apologies to this for everybody. I knew the first one was going to be difficult because you've got to get, you're in the hands of how United are going to run it. So I also want to be able to give you the link in the video description as well. And my computer just absolutely loves to go slow as soon as you start doing a stream. It loves it. It embraces being slow when we're trying to get something up and running here. But thanks everyone who's tuning in, and please do share it and smash a like on the video. We will be getting into the live comments as soon as I get out of this area here. Slower than a Matic sprint this is at the moment. Now, I don't remember this game much. 25th of April 2009 it was. You can join in on the watch along as soon as I get to the point I want to get to. And I can change the link in the video description. The timer will be coming on in a moment. Corbinio. I've had a very busy day today. If anyone's not been following me on the social media, with day one at the United Stand Arena, which is the United Stand new studio, we will have our first content of YouTube going up on here, hopefully for you tomorrow. But you can see pictures of it, etc., on our Twitter feeds at United Stand and at Mark Goldbridge. You know what? The sooner I can chuck this computer in the bin, the better I will feel. It's shit. It's had a good couple of years, but it's absolutely crap now. Really winds me up. Soon as you start streaming, it's crap. It's so slow. All I want to do is do a stream. Right, changes saved. Right, this is it now. That's the last thing. So if you go to the link in the video description, or if you go to the video description, below our top paragraph, you'll see a link to the Manchester United website. They are showing this live for free on the Manchester United website at this moment in time. So you can be watching this with us. It's also on the Man United app if you've got that. And it's also on... It's also on the MUTV, which you have to pay for. Some people do have to pay for as well. So there are numerous ways that you can join these watch-alongs. Very, very good idea from Manchester United, to be fair, to play these classic games. And the way they're doing it, it's 0-0 at the moment. It's the full game. Gary Neville, Ryan Giggs on the bench with Kuszczak there. They're just showing those two. We can really get in depth with this. And we can really have a look at tactically how United used to be lining up. Makeda on the bench as well. Anybody remember him? But yes, so Manchester United versus Tottenham from April 2009. It's a classic. It's an absolute classic. And it's the full game that we can digest while we're getting into the chat. Talking of Matic, he has signed his new extension in real life. Carrick there playing in the midfield maestro that he was back in those days. So what United have done, and I think they're one of the first Premier League clubs to do this, we're always the trendsetters. What United have done is they're saying that every 2 days at 7 o'clock they're going to play a full United game in its entirety as a rerun, and they're going to do a poll the day before that you can vote for the game. So they had 4 classic Spurs games for you to vote for today. What a little bit of play there by Ronaldo. This is one of the reasons I'm loving these. How many times do you get an opportunity to go back and watch full games of people like Ronaldo and co? You don't get very often to do that at all. So I'm just about to start the timer for you as well. But Spurs on the attack here at the moment. Aaron Lennon, who remember what he was like, and good chance on the back post there. Aaron Lennon with the cross. Darren Bent. He was actually on the United stand last week with Flex and Rants. Darren Bent there. Aaron Lennon with the cross to the back post. Darren Bent getting his header off, and I think Van der Sar had to tip it round. It was going in. Good save there, and it'll be a corner. Modric. Anyone remember Modric? Whatever happened to him? Modric on the corner for Spurs. In it comes. Not that good. Not that good. Beat the first man though. But it's interesting to watch the difference, isn't it, between what United are and what they are. I recognise him. What was his name? Played for the same country as. That was a red card. I do want to look at that as well in relation to VAR games. He didn't get a red. Wilson Palios, was that his name? Plays for Spurs in the midfield. 2-footed challenge, if I've ever seen one there. Didn't even get a yellow card. But we will be looking at this from a VAR point of view as well. And Spurs on the attack here. We're 9 minutes in. The timer's in the wrong place really there, but we'll keep it there. It's just above the scoreline, as you can see. I might be able to change that a little bit later. And Billy Gilmore or Angel Gomez, who has the most potential, says Fahad Mukhtar. Two very different players. I've got to say I do like the look of that Gilmore, but I would love to see Gomez as well. This game was a few weeks before my 12th birthday. As a now approaching 23-year-old, I have so much more appreciation of him looking back at Berbatov. Yeah, I haven't given you the team news, have I? And they haven't flashed it up on the screen here, so I will just get at you. So we're watching the full Manchester United versus Spurs game from 2008 to 2009. If you're on the app, it's there. If you can get it through the website, manunited.com, or you can go through our link in the video description, or it's on MUTV. Everybody can be watching this game. Everybody can be watching this game. So we're doing a watch along. We're going to be talking about United in real life as well, but everybody can get involved. It's on the app, it's on the website, and it's on MUTV. So everyone can be watching this no matter where you are in the world. Everybody asking about FIFA. I said to you it wouldn't be every day. I didn't have time to do it today. Been busy at the studio. Come home, had a bite to eat, and then done this. So I haven't got the time to do FIFA today. So everybody asking about it, there's your answer. And I did tell you that. I said I wouldn't be able to do it every day. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably back tomorrow at around 3 o'clock again, I would say. Probably 3:30 actually. Please do share the video, everybody. And Idris, you've just got yourself blocked off the channel for being a total nutter prick with what you've put on the comments there. It's just spam. So there we go. Mark Edwards, this is a Manchester United versus Tottenham 08-09 full match watch along. It's on the Man United website. It's on the app. And it's on MUTV. So you can watch this and get involved. Ball into the box for Rooney. Cleared. We're on minute 10 at the moment. So, team news is what I was going to look at for you. And let me just get you that, because they haven't flashed it up on the screen. 25th of April 2019. United needed to win this to stay top of the Premier League. Man United's team, Van der Sar, Raphael, Ferdinand, Vidic, Evra, pretty good back for that. Ronaldo, Carrick, Darren Fletcher and Nani, and then Rooney and Berbatov. So pretty good United side. Subs were Tevez on the bench, Scholes on the bench, O'Shea on the bench, Anderson, Evans and Makeda. So Giggs and Neville weren't even on the bench actually with regards to those. Just joined Mark, so what's the plan for the studio? I would still like some solo Goldbridge for the watch along, says Fitness Unscripted Giraffe. Kamath, in relation to the studio, I mean, the studio is the studio. We're not exclusively moving towards that. So 2009 this was, yes. The Spurs side, Gomez, Corluka, Woodgate, King, Azo Aketa, Lennon, Palios, Janus, Modric, Robbie Keane and Darren Bent. Gareth Bale on the bench for Spurs. And we don't see him until 4 minutes from the end. So there we are with that one. I'm not 100% sure that Manchester United's website can deal with the traffic that's being sent to this one, but you just go back and forward here. No, I know what's happened there. Fab Studio United stand, says Zeal David. Thank you very much for that. What time did the game start? 7 PM. Oh, this is proper weird. What a game this was. Hope we can bring back some of these times soon. Congratulations on the new studio, Mark. Bit of an upgrade from an Old Trafford backdrop, says Tyler. Yeah, it's been a long road, and thanks for everybody who's been on that journey with us. My laptop that I'm watching this on has now decided to not work. I've got two laptops on the go here. My old crappy one, which is actually quite decent, and the new one that should be absolutely fine. So still 0-0 in this game. Just a little bit of update for you. The Euros have been cancelled today, of course. So, and let me just tell you as well, This is Manchester United versus Spurs watch-along rerun. Manchester United Football Club have come up with a brilliant idea that every 48 hours at 7 o'clock they're going to rerun classic Man United games. You can vote for what game it's going to be as well. I actually would have preferred White Hart Lane 5-3, where we were 3-0 down at half-time, but that came second to this game from 2009. You know, I think the other one was Beckham and co. This one's all... This is the 08 team, really. Whereas that was more about the 99 team. So we will see those in future days as well, which I'm looking forward to. But it's just great to be able to watch Rooney, and this is Berbatov and Ronaldo as well. And look, I know it's 10 years ago, 11 years ago, but to watch the football, because we're programmed to be accustomed to the football that we're watching now. To watch 90 minutes of that United side now and see what it's all about. I mean, Patrice Evra, Vidic, Ferdinand at the back, Nani, Ronaldo, Carrick, Fletcher. Very good United side, very interesting to watch. Mark, is this a 4-2-3-1 with Fletcher and Carrick as holding midfielders, with Berber playing in front of them, says Adam Levitt. Well, tactically, what do you think this is that United are playing? I think that's a very, very good question. And we are going to assess it from a VAR point of view as well, and see like whether goals would have been given that were given then wouldn't have been given now. Because I know there's a controversial penalty in this game, if I remember. But it's a cracking game. There's over 7 goals in it. So, yes, very, very excited to see how it's going to go. Thanks, Lincoln. Still haven't replaced Nani, says White Owl. Thank you for this, Mark. I was bored of out of my mind, says Alex Mendoza. So yeah, the way this works, if you want to watch this as a watch-along, whether it's tonight or future ones we're going to do, it's on the Man United website, manunited.com. There's a link in the video description under the first paragraph. Or if you've got the Man United app, you can watch it on there. Or if you're on MUTV, you can watch it there. But it's free. Everybody can watch this. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Anybody can watch this. So these watch-alongs, it's not like I'm saying I'm getting my old DVD of the 99 final out. Everybody can watch these. Great idea by Manchester United in this time of no live football. We can watch a full game and admire it. And at United at the moment in this game, just dictating the play. It's interesting. I think the formation is more of a... Nani just shooting there from distance. He did score a cracker against Spurs at Old Trafford, but this isn't the game that he does it as far as I'm concerned. There's a game for Goldbridge going up at 9 p.m. tonight, Washak. So straight after this, there's a brand new game for Goldbridge. I've already recorded it. And what are you doing, Nani? Looking like Andreas's long shot, says Lewis. I like the fact that we're all close together as well. Sir Alex out, says bing bong bing. Well, he is just... There he is. There he is. He is just about to... win the league. We were top of the league 25th of April 2009. I think this was the year that Liverpool blew it. Was this the Benitez year where he wanted to talk about facts? It's 4-3-3, says Punay. And welcome to Magnus Chan, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Nanny Screamer was Spurs 07-08, says Tyler. Yeah, it slightly deflected off somebody, didn't it? So... where is the game being shown, says JFRKO. If people in the live comments can update people about that, because I'm just going to get bored of saying it. But it's free on manunited.com, link in the video description. It's on the app, which you can download for free as well, Man United app. And it's on MUTV if you pay for it. So there's 3 ways for you to watch it. 2 of those are definitely free. But we're currently just coming up for 20 minutes into this game, and it's still 0-0, which surprises me. I think I know the final score in this. There's definitely 7 goals. There might be more, but it surprises me that after 20 minutes it's 0-0. And United have been the better team. Modric is just going to get a free kick here. Rooney, Ronaldo, Berbatov, Tevez on the bench. I think United are playing more of a 4-4-2 actually. I think it's more of a 4-4-2 because I think in those days you could still do 4-4-2. Carrick and Fletcher are the midfield too. They're not sitting like Matic and Fred do. Is Rance at the game for the fan cams, says Arturo Venegas. Yeah, we've got Flex stood outside Old Trafford now, so he's going to be getting the fan cams afterwards. I'm joking. And welcome to George, Kyle and Vandy Candy, our mods tonight. Cheers, pals. And favourite river and you Are you going to do a player ratings, says Vidit. I am going to do player ratings. You're absolutely spot on. That is on my list to do. And we are going to assess each goal from a VAR point of view, because I think it's very interesting when we're going to be watching these classic games to see not only how the team played compared to now, because do you notice any difference in the way the game is being played? Is there any drop-off? Because even from Spurs and United, I don't notice any difference in quality or speed, even though it was 11 years ago. I don't think there's a massive amount of thing. Don't anybody do any fake scores or score. You can do a score prediction if you want. Jake Eade says, what's going on? So we're doing a live watch-along for Manchester United versus Spurs 2008-2009 because United are showing this game in its entirety now. It's on the United website, link in the video description. It's on the app and it's on MUTV. So everybody can be watching this. So please do share the video and get involved. Some topical news for you today around Manchester United. Matic has signed a new contract. The extension of his contract has been signed. The Euros have been cancelled, of course, and there's a foul here on, I think it's on Berbatov, against his former club as well. Next career mode on FIFA, Ben Harris, will be tomorrow on Mark Goldbridge. That's football. That'll be coming out for you tomorrow. And Christoph Jacob says, this is worth a super chat. I love this idea. Thanks for making us some good content in these times. Look, look, we'll do this content. What I want to say to you is thank you to Manchester United Football Club for having this idea. So what they're going to do is every 48 hours from now, they're going to play a classic Manchester United game. Now, Ronaldo's on a free kick here. He's about 35 yards out. He's got the old stance. He doesn't score, does he? I know he does score, but I don't think he scores at this point. Must be about 35 yards out. Straight at the keeper, bounces in front of him. And it's... what was his go? Was that Gomez the goalie? Yeah. Hercule Gomez, was it? Hits it, bounces in front of the keeper, just palms it away and then catches it up. Ricky Clarkson says he's going to have a bet that there's more than 6 goals in the game. Leon Khan says, what's that studio you and Flex were at? That's the United Stand Arena. We were there today, just test filming and stuff like that. So you've got all that to come. Hopefully we'll have a video up for you tomorrow. Is this the best United team, says James? Not for me, it's the 99 team. And I hope that, yeah, going back to what I was saying there then. So starting from tonight at 7 o'clock, every 48 hours, Manchester United are going to play full 90-minute games of classic games that you can vote for. So on the app and on the website, over the last 24 hours, people have been able to vote out of 4 Man United Spurs games which one they wanted to watch tonight. So this is the one that won. I've got no issues with this. Tomorrow there'll be another 4 games for you to vote for it to be played on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. So there's a number of... I'm not saying we're going to do all the watch-alongs, but we'll do the ones... Well, you know, to be honest with you, I just thought let's watch the game, enjoy the game, and have a chat as well. Imagine what Ricky would be like with Fletcher and Carrick. Well, they don't begin with an MA, do they? So he'd have to think of something else. But Spurs on the attack here. How long have we had? 23 minutes. Aaron Lennon. Palios. That Palios should have been sent off. Talk about VAR. Spurs would have been down to 10 men in this game. He went to tackle Ronaldo about 10 minutes ago. Off the ground. Didn't get the ball, didn't get the man. But he would have snapped him in two. I love Carrick's passing range. If you've never... I think hopefully a lot of you don't remember this game like me. I don't remember 90-minute games of United 11 years ago. I can pretty much remember a few of the goal scorers and the score, but I don't remember the game. You know, you've got to have an amazing mind for that. But what I do enjoy is this was prime Michael Carrick at this time. That ability to just... This is what United have missed ever since Carrick left. The ability to conduct the game from deep is just sensational. Abdul says, if we concede in this game, I'm Fergie out. He's on his last chance. So still 0-0, and we've had 24 minutes in this game. So much pace in the game compared to today, says Raucous TV. To be honest with you, that's one thing I've noticed that I didn't think I would notice, is that the speed of the game 11 years ago is as quick, if not quicker, than what it is now. It doesn't make any sense. Wilson Palacios, that was his name. Nani's just been fouled there. It was a bit of a diver, wasn't he? He's holding his head. He's holding his leg. Corluka with the foul. See, even Darren Fletcher could spray a pass about, but United just so much more confident on the ball then than they have been for the last 6 years. I mean, even Vidic there. Vidic wasn't particularly great in distribution, but even there, that's decent. Here's Carrick, look, one touch and a pass into Ronaldo, direct, wide out to Nani here. Evra will overlap, of course. Nani puts the cross in himself, and a header by Ronaldo. You'd expect him to score there, but see what I mean? It's chance, it's chance. United, this United of old under Sir Alex Ferguson, it was quick, it was direct, it was get it out to the flanks, it was put crosses into the box. 4 United players in the box there. That's a big difference to today as well. That cross goes in from Nani, who's a winger. You've got Berbatov, Ronaldo, Rooney and Darren Fletcher all in a line to try and get on the ball. And I said this many times before, it's a very good educational tool to watch United back in those days to now. And Ollie should be watching this tonight as well, because the amount of midfielders for United who get into the box, that's what they tried to do. Another free kick here. I clearly remember this game, says Mojo. I was at Old Trafford and had my head in my hands at half time, and United scored towards the side where my seat is. It was unbelievable, says Mojo. Yeah, the second half is a joy to behold. But United 0-0 at the moment against Spurs in this game. There's a lot of goals to come. How old was Rashford during this game, says Arturo Venegas. About 10. We were spoiled back then, says Mark Davies. We were. Ronaldo's got a free kick here. It's a little bit closer to the last goal. The last shot he had, actually. He hasn't scored yet, has he? Career modes tomorrow, Darks are like. Not today. So another free kick here for Ronaldo. Into the wall with that one. Yeah, big day for United Stand today. We've been working on a studio for quite some time. The base of the studio got put in last week, and then today, me, Flex, Rants, and some of the other lads, I'm not naming them because I don't know whether they want to be named, were helping us set it up, the TV, the sofas, the pictures, etc. So yeah, it's a good start for it, and hopefully we did film something today. It was more of a test shoot, but we're hoping that it'll be good enough for us to actually be able to put up on the channel tomorrow. Well done, Vandy Candy. Yep, same old issues again, isn't it? Thank you. I was just going to do one myself. Get Ronaldo off. He's past it, says Matthew Groves. Slow pace on the slow pace. Well, this is interesting from Hugo MB. He says slow pace on the game. Spurs not going for second balls, and the amount of space United are given is enormous. Yeah, I think you're right, Hugo. This is not a good Spurs team. It really isn't a good Spurs team. Jermaine Genius, remember that? Remember Jermaine Genius, the I know it all pundit that we see on Match of the Day. This is him in his prime. He wasn't very good. He just wasn't very good. Modric, probably just starting in the Premier League at this point. It's not a great Spurs team, to be honest. Could have been a handball there. So that's an interesting one from VAR. Free kick from Ronaldo, shoots it into the wall, and hands are up like that. That could have been a... Congratulations on the new studio, Mark, says Mojo. Thanks for everyone who's doing the super chats. Please do share the video, by the way, and smash a like on the video. We are going to... Look, I'll be dictated by you. If I'm absolutely honest, I saw United yesterday say that they're going to do full match replays every 48 hours from tonight, and we can vote for the games. And I thought, I'll have a bit of that. I'll have a bit of watching live football, even though it's technically not live, but the rerun of games. And I just thought, let's try it. Let's try it on the United Stand, and if people like it, then we can do it. We'll do more of it. So yeah, I'm all for it. Illa United says Genis was crap. Oh, he was proper shit. He was proper crap. Spurs with a throw in here, though. What, we had half an hour? Yeah. Jermaine Genius Tyler actually started off at Forest. All the best for the upcoming videos and ventures, says Abdul Khalik Dolly. Thank you very much, pal. I'm just going to move the timer to its traditional spot. Oh, we missed a goal! That's typical of me. Just even when it's a rerun, I still miss the bloody goals. What a twat. And it's Darren Bent who scored the goal. Now, Darren Bent was actually on the Flex and Ranch show last week. It's 1-0 to Spurs. Let's see who's at fault. Ferguson's not happy. I didn't even actually see it. So the cross comes in. It's Aaron Lennon. Corluka whips it in. Ferdinand, you're crap, mate. You'll never achieve anything. What are you doing? You're trying to head his arse. Go and head the ball. That's terrible defending by Ferdinand. And Darren Bent's there to smash it in. You may as well have a blindfold on, mate. Absolutely crap defending. He'll never amount to anything, that Ferdinand. Rubbish defending. 1-0 to Spurs. You're having a bloody laugh. We've dominated in this half. And Spurs go 1-0 in front. Bloody Ferdinand again. Thinks he's Rod Stewart. He's too busy bloody... I don't know what he was doing in them days. But, yeah, it's 1-0 to... it's 1-0 to Aston Villa. It's 1-0 to... I'm only trying to be fair. Look, I'm doing it a little bit tongue-in-cheek, to be honest. But I'm only trying to be fair because people say, oh, you know what? You're horrible to Phil Jones and all that lot. And I'm trying to look at it how I would have looked at it in those days if we were doing a watch-along. And to be honest, that was crap defending from Rio Ferdinand, who actually was one of the best defenders we've ever had. So there's hope for you yet, Phil Jones. There really is. But it's 1-0 to Tottenham. So let's change the score. Just after half an hour gone. They lead 1-0. United against the run of play. Well, I tell you what, you've got to deal with that cross a little bit better, I'm afraid. Rio. Vidic can't quite hit it. And Rio defending terribly in the air. Mark, do you think Michael Carrick was better at Spurs, Man United or West Ham, says Joel Morris. And Rooney, Ronaldo and Tevez could have been the best trios, says Sidan Pishrad. They were. They were. I mean, they were a fantastic trio. Carrick at United was best. I think at West Ham he showed potential. At Spurs he matured. And at United he became one of the best. That's what happened there. But that cross comes in again. Awful. You know, Ferdinand actually ducks there. Cowardly defending. Vidic can't quite get it. The cross is coming in. And Ferdinand drops down to head it. You've got to go and attack that. Really caught with lead in his boots there, Ferdinand. And that's definitely down to him. Definitely down to him. For those people who are tuning in thinking what the bloody hell is going on, Manchester United versus Spurs, full game watch along. Man United have come out with a brainwave here. They're replaying full 90-minute games of Manchester United that you can vote for through the website and through the app. Today it's Man United versus Spurs from 2009. You can watch it for free. It's on the Man United app. If you've not downloaded that, you can watch it on the United website, which is manunited.com. We've put a link in the video description. Or if you've got MUTV, you can watch it there. So everybody can be watching this watch along. We've got the timer for you as well. I don't know where that's gone. Why has the timer gone off? Oh, I know why. We've got the timer as well. But Aaron Lennon here. Cross comes in. This could be 2. It is 2. It's bloody Robbie Keane, isn't it? It's Modric. It's not Robbie Keane. Modric. And United are at 6 and 7s at the back here. 2-0 to Spurs. Shane, Michael Carrick isn't as good as a coach as he was a player, says Joel Morris. Sir Alex Ferguson, he's having a good old chew on his gum there. Mark, is there an email ID where we could email you, says Mojo. Soccerboxtv@gmail.com. But Aaron Lennon has Everett on toast, and it's Ferdinand jumping badly again on a cross. I think it's Ferdinand. Aaron Lennon sends Everett back to Monaco there, and it is Ferdinand again struggling under the cross. But you've got to ask, who's watching Modric? He's totally unmarked, and I would look at the midfield there, Darren Fletcher and Michael Carrick. But yeah, not so much Ferdinand's that fault, but. Yes, not good. Modric totally and utterly marked. Tim Sherwood, the manager. This is interesting. Tim Sherwood basically was Tim Sherwood the manager then? He must have been the manager then. I thought it was Harry Redknapp, but maybe he was director of football then. I don't know. But Tim Sherwood basically did what Ollie did. Got the job in Fergie Out. Fergie Out is trending in the live comments. Imagine if it started trending on Twitter. Imagine we could start living in this parallel universe where we're actually... Well, I'm watching it like it's real time, to be honest with you. I'm loving it. Loving it like that. I'm loving anything. You know what I watched today? I watched, on recommendation of Drawty, Marbula 1. Basically, they had like 20 marbles on this long sloping track. They roll it down, and the marble that gets to the bottom wins the thing. So we are 2-0 down here, Manchester United to Spurs, and Manchester United really first half an hour gradually getting into the game and building it out, and then Spurs have had 2 opportunities to put the ball in the box, and they lead 2-0 at Old Trafford. And could United's title race be derailed here? Joke Pepe 72 million, says Amsterdam 87. And we need a hero. Wayne Rooney step forward, says George Kyle. Well, United have just gone into their shell in the last few minutes here. What we got? What do we got on the board, everybody? 36 minutes gone. 2-0 down to Spurs. Glazers out, says Illa United. They were in charge then. They were in charge then. Get Harry Maguire on, says Shad Ibrahim. I tell you what, it's sad to think that Ronaldo actually left 2 months after this game, didn't he? 2009. He left after the final in Rome, didn't he? Fergie out, Moyes in. This is so much fun to watch. The amount of jokes and stuff that can be said is unbelievably funny. Great watch along, Mark, says Josh Kicks 07. I'm glad some people are enjoying it. And something a little bit different to offer up over the next few weeks of us not having football. So, yeah. But just shows you, Vidic and Ferdinand, brilliant centre-back pairing. They're having a bloody mare tonight. Well, Vidic isn't. It's just one a powering header there. But Ferdinand's having an off day. Must have been out last night. Not to see that from Ferdinand's good, though. Lovely little ball into Berbatov. Berbatov's an interesting one. Definitely wasn't a flop at United, but I found him quite irritating at United. He never really fulfilled his potential because I think he just wasn't... his style was quite lazy at times, and Raphael with a shot there off his left foot from distance. He was a player we never should have sold when we did, Raphael. That was down to Van Gaal. That was the summer where Van Gaal just ridiculously sold Chicharito, Raphael, Nani, Van Persie, and for about 17 million. That's got to be a yellow card, ref. It's Webb. Howard Webb. Yeah, we'll win this. Howard Webb, the ref. No pink boots inside, says Josh Bowater. Yep. Few white ones. Siraj says he's got Lennon and Modric in his FPL team. Woodgate managing Middlesbrough now. Berbatov was superb, says George Cole. Yeah, my best man at my wedding, Man United fan, absolutely loved Berbatov. Absolutely loved Berbatov. But I thought he was good, but I also find him quite frustrating at times. Ronaldo with his 3rd free kick of the game. One of them into the wall, one of them just into the keeper's arm. Let's see what he does with this one. He's about dead central, about 30 yards out. Straight into the stands, says somebody. Ronaldo in free kicks is a bit of a myth. I've just had a text to say Cineworld's closed. It's all bloody closed. Ronaldo into the wall again. Oh, I tell you what though, the follow-up nearly went in. Looping volley, and Gomez snatches it out from going into the top corner. So he shoots into the wall. It comes back to him. He hits it on the volley, and a full stretch save to tip it wide by the keeper. That was good. Dave Tapgun says, I've just been put on temporary layoff. Would have to reply in June with only $200 left in all my accounts. As a part-time student worker, pray for me, says Dave Tapgun. But always love Berbatov for the hat-trick against Liverpool, says Ettore Venagos. Dave, and another good shot there from Rooney. United piling the pressure on here as we approach half-time, but they are 2-0 down. Dave, look, it's going to be a very difficult time for everybody, and I think financially it's going to hit us as hard as it is in relation to the health as well. Because if you're not going to get the illness and be seriously ill, you might lose your job because you can't work. But I don't know what country you live in, Dave, but there will be a lot of jobs out there. If you're looking for work, I'd be contacting your local supermarkets. They're definitely going to be recruiting. Production lines, if you can drivers, whether it's Amazon or whatever. These things are going to be absolutely essential, and they're going to be the growth areas over the next few weeks. And then after that, everything will go back to normal, and there'll be plenty of other jobs as well. But that's what I would look to do if I were you. Welcome to Dara Brethnak, the latest member of the United Stand Members Club. That was a cracking shot by Ronaldo on the half volley. Bang, good save by Gomez. So, yeah, what are we doing tonight? Applause to Manchester United. I've got to say, Manchester United have got this absolutely spot on. I've seen that Arsenal are copying now, and why wouldn't they? So Manchester United announced yesterday that they were going to screen a full Man United versus Spurs game tonight, because obviously we should have played them at the weekend. And they offered up 4 Man United Spurs games from the last 20 years for you to vote which one you wanted to watch. This one won, and this one is being played in full from 7 o'clock tonight. We've been going about 45 minutes. So you can watch this. This is a watch along because it's live on the website manunited.com, link in the video description. It's live on the app, which you can download for free as well. And if you've got MUTV, it's on there as well. So there's 3 different ways you can watch it. 2 of them are free for definite. I think the Spurs keeper is the only player in this game still playing in the Premier League, says Josh Bowater. Interesting point, Josh. Yes. No one in the United team still playing in the Premier League, are they? Van der Sar's gone, Evra's gone, Raphael's gone, both the defenders are gone, Fletcher, Carrick, Rooney, Berbatov, Nani, Ronaldo. Yeah, I can't think in the Spurs lineup. Robbie Keane, Darren Bent. That's a bad tackle as well. Janus. Yellow card, yeah. Late on Darren Fletcher. I tell you what, in the modern game, that could have been a red. I want to review things under VAR. That could have been a red. I don't think either of the Spurs goals could have been ruled out by VAR, by the way. Palmarius says some feisty tackles. Raphael. Yeah, that summer where Van Gaal sold Raphael, Nani, Chicharito and Van Persie for about 17 million. That's got to be one of the worst fire sales we've ever done. I'm not going to do a match reaction and player rating show, Will Benson. I think that would be pushing it too far. But we might build it out to that in the future if people like this sort of content. I'll definitely be doing my player ratings towards the end of the stream, though. Favourite Berbatov, Tevez and Ronaldo goals for us, says MUFC Matt. Ronaldo's got so many, but I think one of my favourite Ronaldo goals was the one that he scored on the break against Arsenal in the Champions League. That was just such a great goal, again in a big game, and to sit Arsenal down. That one always comes to mind. There's plenty of others. The free kick against Portsmouth, some of the individual goals, the header in Moscow. Berbatov just comes to mind because of the overhead kick against Liverpool. There will be better ones. Tevez. Now, Tevez is quite interesting because I can't think of any Tevez goals, which is bloody ridiculous, but I can't think of any. And I think it's because I don't have a lot of affection for Tevez because of what he did. Mark, do you remember Berbatov's 5 goals against Blackburn, says Carl Jan? He did tend to score in batches. We're only a minute away from half-time here. Nice little ball. He's onside. No, he's not offside because the bloody linesman didn't put his flag up. But Webb's gone back for something. Berbatov handball. That's why. Snowfox thinks United might come back and win. I've got a funny feeling United might come back and win as well, considering United fans voted for this game to be shown. In more topical news, we're having a bit of a flashback watch along here, of course, which is nice. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you are as well. But in topical news, Euros have been cancelled. I don't know whether they're going to give us an half time for this or not. So we'll just see what's going to happen, because we are about at half time. Thanks United and Mark. Hope Ricky comes on after, says Jenks1102. I've just seen Ricky in the crowd. He's got black hair, and he's dressed like one of the Stone Roses. He's only about 22. Julian Lee says, biggest difference with the 08 team and now is mentality. Watching the game live, always knew we'd get back into it. Can't imagine today's team doing the same from this situation. Lennon with the cross there. Ferdinand clears it again. United have lost their way a little bit here, but they've got, even though they're 2-0 down, they've got those people like Ronaldo and Rooney. Rooney's been a bit quiet for the last 10 minutes, actually. They're really exploiting the left side. This is interesting as well, because I remember this. A lot of people used to get on Evra's back. Defensively, he was a bit of a... Oh, that's a decent shot there from Palacios. Just over the bar from about 25 yards. But defensively, Evra did used to get a few critics, because you could get at him. Yeah, I'm interested to see what... Some people are just talking about some classic games they'd like to see. I'm interested to see what the next few... Because they're going to do this every 48 hours. I'm interested to see what the next games we can vote for are going to be. Welcome to Marie Antoinette 2011. Thank you for becoming a member of the United Stand Members Club. Very big day for the United Stand. We were just putting out some test shots on social media, on Instagram and on our personal Twitter accounts and on our proper Twitter account of our studio. We're going to call it the United Stand Arena, and hopefully we'll have our first video from there up on the channel for you tomorrow. It was only a test shoot, so there might be some issues with it that we can't put it up. But yeah. But we'll still be using this studio. The 8 o'clock show won't be done from the studio anyway, because that'll just be done from the normal place. Pay attention, says Steez94, to how interchangeable all our players were on the attack. Everyone switching positions. You don't see that anymore. Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons I want to do these is so that everybody can see what United were like when they were good, and how today what people think is good is shit compared to then. Mark losing to a pub team when Spurs were awful, says Zayn Miassi. Zayn's in the house. Don't worry, I think we'll turn it around. And Bent scored and a beach ball wasn't involved, says SP Freely. It's funny, isn't it? We actually had Darren Bent on the Flex and Rant show last week, and here he is popping up scoring against us in this game. Welcome to the Members Club, Anamash Ranjan. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new, by the way, because I think we're getting close to 682,000. And I just want to give a big shout out to everybody, and that is half time. I want to give a shout out to everybody. We're only 30 subscribers away from 682,000 subscribers, by the way. Half time in this game. But I want to give a shout out to everyone who's still watching the videos. Look, we're not going anywhere. There's plenty to be spoken about. And I think in this time of uncertainty, something that's regular and normal is important, isn't it? So thanks everybody who is getting involved and doing all that as usual. So it's half time. Let's stop the clock on the timer. Stop, reset. So if people don't know what's happening, we are watching Manchester United versus Spurs, a full 90-minute game. Manchester United are going to do this every 48 hours. They're going to play a classic Manchester United game in its full. I think we'll probably see the 99 final at some point. I think we'll see the Moscow final at some point. So we're going to get to see some cracking games, which is great. So I applaud United for doing that. You can watch it for free on the website, manunited.com. Links in the video description, or just go manunited.com. You can watch it on MUTV if you pay for that, or you can download the app for free and you can watch it there. So everybody can be watching this. March, show Newcastle versus United match when Newcastle won 5-0, says Amy Asic. I don't think that one's going to come through at all. I really don't. Just taking a note for something for tomorrow. When our Manchester United career mode, says Alec Tuck. So if anyone likes my Manchester United career mode, which I'm only on episode 2 for. If you want to see episode 1 and 2, Mark Goldbridge, That's Football, they're on there. Episode 3 tomorrow at about 3:30. That's when it will be done tomorrow. My Going for Goldbridge, which I'm doing daily as a sort of like vlog life thing, that goes up at 9 o'clock tonight. I'll drop the link in the video description. 2-0 at half-time to Spurs. But whilst we've got half-time, let's bring it back to real life for a moment. And do you want me to carry on doing these, by the way? Because I'm enjoying doing it. And I think that they're good. They're good to do. So I think that we may well continue doing them. Maybe not all of them. If it's a bit of a shitty game, I probably won't do it. But if they're good, I think they're good. And the whole point of it is to watch it, because everyone can watch it, and have a chat and talk about stuff as well. I want to talk about some real life stuff. I remember last night on the 8 o'clock show, I did say that there was a meeting today for UEFA. There's a meeting on Thursday for the Premier League, but there was a meeting today by UEFA talking about the future of football and the immediate future of football. They've cancelled the Euros, and I think that's quite a decisive, quick, correct decision. The Euros needed to be cancelled. It was illogical that could go ahead, and I'm glad that it's been done. I'm sad that it's been done, but it's the right decision. I don't know what you lot think, but I think cancelling the Euros was a really, really good thing to do, because we needed this. We needed to have clarity very, very quickly. The Euros could not go ahead. The Euros involved, for the first time ever, it would not be in one country, like we've had it in England, we've had it in Germany. This was a Euros that was going to be played across many different countries. A very good and innovative idea, but it doesn't work when you've got a pandemic of a virus that's going around many different countries. So the Euros wasn't possible anyway. But I also like that in the decision making of cancelling the Euros, they're basically cancelling the Euros to give domestic leagues and competitions an opportunity to finish their league. So the Euros has been put back a year. That means now that we don't have to worry about the season having to finish at the end of May. Football wasn't going to finish. You think about a Marcus Rashford or a Bruno Fernandes. If we didn't have this virus, they would have finished the season at the end of May. They would have gone to a training camp with Portugal or England, and they would have played till the end of June anyway. So the football season has got an opportunity now to run to the end of June. That is there. That is set in stone. So we could be in a situation, hopefully, where we can get Premier League football, Champions League football, Europa League football, FA Cup football back at some point between April and May. And I hope that that's what we can do. So that is a positive. Europa League and Champions League football, I'm not so sure about. I don't know whether we're going to get that back, but that's the situation with that. Anyway, second half is about to kick off. Let's get that done. Could be no football until May, says Mato Darlo. And maybe they should show United versus Arsenal 8-2, says Bryce Jones. I'll guarantee you, Bryce, that will be on at some point. Johnny Evans and Ben Foster were playing for United around about this time, and they're still playing in the Premier League, says Joel Morris. Thank you for that. So second half, United are 2-0 down here. For anybody who doesn't know what's going on, I think we'll become more accustomed to this, but I'll have to just keep telling people. So we are doing Manchester United versus Tottenham live watch-along of the 2008-2009 game at Old Trafford. It's 25th of April 2009. United are top of the league, but they need to win to tighten their grip on a Premier League title. Champions League finalists incoming as well. They'll be playing in Rome against Barcelona. But Manchester United are doing this every 48 hours. So Thursday night at 7 o'clock, there'll be another game. And you can vote for what game it's going to be. Tomorrow they'll put it up on the app and on the website. If you want to watch this as a watch along, there's no reason not. It's on the website, manunited.com. We've got a link in the video description. It's on the app, which is free as well. Or MUTV, it's on there. So 3 options to watch it. 2 of them are free. There's no excuse not to be watching it. And get involved. Animish Ranjan says, I subscribed at 20,000. I posted my first comment at 200k and couldn't think of a better time to become a member. Keep up the good work. We're going to need it. Thank you very much, pal, and thanks for becoming a member, Animish. And 00100 Danielle says, Mark, do you come from a finance background? I work in finance as well, but want to work in sport industry. Are there any possible jobs with the United Stand? Now is probably not a good time to ask for jobs at the United Stand. We've had so many people asking if we can do anything. And I'd love to be able to do that. But if my honest answer is this, We pay people to do filming for us. We pay people to do stuff for us. And this channel has grown because of you. I always say it's your channel. We've invested in a new studio, which we're working on today. So we're going to struggle like anybody else is going to struggle. And at the moment, we're struggling to think about how we can keep to pay the people that we've got so that they don't lose out. So at the moment, it's not a good time for us to be even saying things like that. Mojo says, I've sent you an email. Please see it if it helps. I will have a look at that, pal. Berbatov was a class player, says Anas. Yes, so we are coming up for 3 minutes into this second half. Darren Bent has gone down. Paddy P says, living in the past, ironic. Or, flip it round, trying to make the best of a bad situation, entertaining ourselves, enjoying watching the thing we love that's been taken away from us in a proper match. And I like the idea of this. As soon as I saw United were doing this, I was really excited because I was like, I want to watch football. I love football. I tell you what, if the Belgian league was on, I'd watch it. I want to watch football. But what I really like about this, when in our lives would we ever get an opportunity to think I'm going to watch Man United play Tottenham from 2009? You wouldn't do it because there'd be a game on tonight, whether it's Championship, whatever. So it'd be Champions League, wouldn't it, tonight? So look, as I said, we've had things taken away from us, but there are things that we can do different for a short period of time. Darren Bent's still down injured here. He just landed awkwardly, and I wonder if he's actually going to go off injured in this game. He jumps up with Vidic, wins the header, and then lands badly on his ankle. This could be a game ender for Darren Bent here. Let me have a look if it was. Well, no, he's hobbling. He's all right. Ryan Giggs not on the bench for this game. Neither's Gary Neville. Scholes is on the bench for United. Tevez is on the bench for United. Fexy's ordered a shirt. Yeah, if you want to get your Bruno shirts, links in the video description for that. I'm waiting for mine to arrive. Apparently the Turkish league is still on. I was gutted today, Abdurid, actually, because I'd been told I like snooker, and I like it even more when there's nothing else on. And I'd been told that there was a snooker. Well, I knew there was a snooker tournament today. I think it was the Coral Snooker Championship. They were going to go ahead and just do it behind closed doors, and then they cancelled it at the last minute. Fortnite Goat says, is this a real game? I think the video description probably exposes the L. Manchester United versus Tottenham with Mark Goldbridge. Joining the match chat as Ronaldo and Rooney take on Tottenham from 2008-2009 season. Yeah, it's pretty explanatory in the live in there, which is always good to know. United had a fantastic squad back then, says Disease Gaming. I do remember back in those days, though, obviously we didn't do United Stand then, but I do remember that was the sort of time that we'd have There's No Value in the Market. And we never... The midfield, for me, I always used to moan about the midfield then. So if the United Stand was around then, around transfers, I would be saying, why aren't we signing a midfielder? Because when Keane went in 2006, we never really did anything around the midfield then. Scholes, he was getting older. We used to play Giggs in the midfield as well. Normally find these games on MUTV a bit boring, but if you do a watch along, I would happily watch these. It's been very good watch so far. Please continue doing, says Anaban Battier. Mate, I agree with you. I see these games on MUTV and I won't really watch them, but I just think in this time of no football, it's a chance for us to be live for a couple of hours, have a bit of chat about stuff, and also watch... I'm just going to find it interesting from a comparison point of view, what the difference is, how United played, how many chances we create, and the freestyle football Illa United. So we're still 2-0 down in this game, and we've had 6 minutes. We're in the 51st minute at the moment. Corner to United. Rooney will take the corner. Can he beat the first man? The one show's on in the background. And nothing comes of the corner. I mean, this is a crap Spurs team, to be honest. Carrick's won it back, though. Tevez. Rooney. Oh, it's gone for another corner. So there has been a substitution. I think it's Nani for Tevez. They didn't tell us about that either. Sorry about that. Let me just tell you what the substitutions are at half-time, because there has been a substitution, because I can see Tevez on the pitch. And I suspect Tevez has come on for Nani here. Let me have a quick look for you. Tevez for Nani, 46 minutes. Yes. What I would say is keep your eyes peeled for the next goal, because it could be one with a VAR in it. And what I want to do on these reruns of these games is sort of try and analyse the games from a... I'm going to do player ratings as well, but I want to analyse the game from a sort of... Would VAR have made a difference in those days? Why didn't Tevez start, says Arsenal producer. Nani started. Good. See, Vidic, when this is for youngsters out there or people who can't remember, you're getting a real treat here, because some of you won't remember of this because you were too young, but just watch Vidic. This is why, for me, I always say Vidic is the best centre-back, because Ferdinand was a really good footballer. He cost us a bloody goal in the first half, but Vidic was just so dominant in the air. It's a bit like comparing Wan-Bissaka to Trent Alexander-Arnold. I get that some people think that Trent Alexander-Arnold... Good chance for Tevez there. Ronaldo feeds him in. Tevez, about 6 yards out, gets the shot off. And Gomez has actually probably been Spurs' man of the match. Lovely build-up play. Berbatov to Ronaldo to Tevez. Gomez makes the save. It's a corner to Manchester United. But yeah, just like Trent Alexander-Arnold, people say he's better than Wan-Bissaka. I understand that, but Wan-Bissaka's a defender. And there's no better defender. And when people say Ferdinand's better than Vidic, I understand that. I understand that opinion. But Vidic as a centre-back, just win everything. He'd win everything in the air. Tevez wasn't a winger, Levi, but he sort of had to do it a little bit. Rooney's hairline is pre-Harley Street. Looks like my dad, says Nick P. Out to Raphael here. So yeah, people who don't understand what's going on, we've been live since 7 o'clock. Man United are showing classic Man United games in their entirety every couple of days at the moment. This is the first one. It's Man United versus Spurs from 2009. You can watch it for free on the manunited.com website, which you've got the link in the video description. You can watch it on the Man United app, which is free to download, or if you've got MUTV, it's on there as well. So you can get involved in all those different ways. And we've got the match chat, we've got the timer as well. It's 2-0 to Spurs at the moment. If only United Stand was around when we dominated football, think of the level of ecstasy we'd have in the watch-alongs. Also, news on McDonald's, says Andrew Chow. I don't know what you're talking about McDonald's, but... yeah, look, this is why I hope United can get back to success, because obviously the United Stand wasn't around in those days, and we want to have that. We want to have that. Mark, this is awesome. Thank you. It is great to analyse when Man United had a clear platinum play instead of the tactical ineptitude we play with now. Says 678 to Anthony. And Rooney's, yeah, we've done that from Nick P. I just think that, I know, what are we, about 55 minutes into this game? I just think the way Darren Fletcher and Michael Carrick in the midfield 2 positions move the ball at pace and over distance, there's just a lot. It feels like, what a ball. Carrick, penalty, now, VAR moment. Is this a penalty? Gomez is going absolutely mad. I remember this. Redknapp's up as well. He's going, bloody hell, what's going on? I'm going down the jungle. So it is Howard Webb. Now, this was controversial. George Kyle says Stonewall penalty. Would VAR have given a penalty? Yes. How's that controversial? He bodies him. Carrick goes round the keeper. That's a penalty. That's never not a penalty. Even with VAR, that's never not a penalty. That's not even controversial. It is not even controversial. Look, we will look at all these goals and in relation to the VAR of today and whether it would have been a goal or wouldn't have been a goal. But that was 100% a penalty to Manchester United. I cannot get over that at all. Carrick knocking it past the keeper. Gomez momentum going into Carrick and taking him down. Definite penalty for Manchester United there. And it's Ronaldo taking it. And I don't think there's going to be any doubts about this one. Ronaldo steps up. Little dink down the middle. Gomez goes the wrong way. 2-1. The comeback is on. (2-1 to Manchester... No, 2-1 to Spurs still, sorry. I actually was looking at this game this morning, didn't watch the goal or anything like that. I just looked at the match report. and they said a controversial penalty gets United back into the game. And I couldn't remember it. I couldn't remember what the penalty was. And then having seen it there, it all came flooding back. And I remember at the time, Spurs, they were going mad on Sky about it, saying, oh, you know, it's definitely, that's controversial, that is. It's nothing bloody controversial about it at all. It's a definite stonewall penalty. It's 2-1 to United. Tevez has just got a yellow card here. Now, this will be interesting when they show it back, because Spurs players have swarmed him. Tevez has changed the game, says Palmarius. I need to change the score, talking about changing the game. 2-1, Man United. Goldfinger, banana. Howard Webb's the ref. I mean, Man United and Howard Webb, if anyone doesn't remember, Howard Webb was always the United's 12th man. We used to get a lot of stick for this. But they're showing the penalty again. Knocks the ball past. That is such a penalty. How was that even deemed to be controversial? There's no touch on the ball, and he takes the player out. How many times do they want to replay it as well? Such a penalty. It is such a penalty. Does anybody not think that's a penalty, by the way? I'm there going, that's stonewall. And even by today's standards with VAR, that is such a penalty. I cannot over-egg the pudding on that one. It's such a penalty. Hi, Mark. Do you remember when Roy Carroll dropped the ball in the net against Spurs and it wasn't given? Sam's got that smiley face. Yeah, if anyone doesn't remember this, we were playing Spurs at Old Trafford. Who was it? Portuguese lad, wasn't it? Who hit it from the halfway line, I think it was. And it caught Roy Carroll out. I think it bounced off Roy Carroll as he went to catch it. So it's going in the goal. And he goes running back and dives and pulls it out the goal. I tell you what, it's about that far over the line. It's literally that far over the line. If they'd had goal line technology, it was a goal. But I can't remember the name of the Portuguese lad who did it. Shout out to Callum Patterson, #Rabba, says Thomas Cherry. And while Rio and Vidic were brilliant, defensive partnership, imagine what Stam and Vidic together would be like, says Mojo. Lack of penalty might have been a problem. Lack of pace might have been a problem. Illa United says it was a clear penalty. Mendes, says George Kyle. He's the oracle, George. He is the oracle. Ryan said it as well. Berberspin, thank you very much. Pedro Mendes, says Tiago. Howard Webb is still receiving payments from Fergie, says Simba96. Does anybody legit, like whether you're a Liverpool fan or whatever, we might have fans from other club watching. I mean, that was such a stonewall penalty, wasn't it? It really was. Carrick into Evra. Carrick will pick it up here. You know what? This is a bad Spurs side, though. I mean, I don't know how we were 2-0 down to them because Gomez was their man of the match in the first half. Spurs, dreadful. Jermaine Genius is playing in the midfield for Spurs in this game. You know Jermaine Genius who sits down like, talks like he knows everything. He was crap. Absolutely crap. That was probably a foul by Vidic on Darren Bent there, but Howard Webb's played it on. Rolls it into Tevez, to Evra, Carrick, wide to Raphael. He's going to whip a cross in. It's a lovely cross. Spurs half clear it, still in the box, and they clear it that time. United going through the motions now, going through the gears, sorry. Might be a little bit of a break on here for Spurs, but look at Vidic across. Vidic has been brilliant tonight. I can't wait to do the player ratings. Vidic has been absolutely superb. Gorgeous cross by Raphael. He could whip a cross in. Scholes is coming on for Fletcher. These are great, isn't it? This is great. This is absolutely great. Being able to roll back the years and watch full games of these players playing. Scholes on for Fletcher. Half an hour to go. Tevez has made a massive difference. He's driving down the right-hand side here. Carlos Tevez. Not such a great cross, but he has made a big difference, Tevez. He was a passion merchant. Carrick's penalty is similar to the one which Bruno got recently, says Mojo. Yeah, very similar actually. He's spot on with that. Hi Mark, I'm a firefighter and going back to your police days, what was your favourite bit of banter or nickname you used to give us when you'd see us at jobs? Cheers mate, says James Bartle. There's a few I could write out, but there's always the story I tell and I always feel guilty about it. We went to a 999 Christmas do and it all kicked off on the dance floor because 2 of the people off my shift were actually going out with each other. Anyway, it started off, I think one of the firemen had tried it on with her and he got offended, obviously, as you would. Anyway, it all sort of got separated, but it was all mouthy like that. And I just remember shouting over to your lot, "Oh, piss off, haven't you got any cats to save?" And that really set them off again. They were quite touchy about that. But I've always been a wind-up merchant. Timer's gone. Sorry, the timer is still there. It's just overlaid. Sorry about that. So we're 17 minutes into the second half. Still 2-1 to Spurs, by the way. Yomel Hapt is losing his patience. He says, "Fergie out." Give it some time. You've got to be patient with Fergie. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new, bottom right hand corner. We're trying to get up to 182,000 tonight. And we were only about 30 away. We're 5 subscribers away from 682,000, so please subscribe if you are new, bottom right-hand corner. Still 2-1. Scholes, he's not happy. He's had a yellow card. I love all this. It's the walk down memory lane. And for anybody who thinks, oh, that's Scholes for you. Couldn't tackle, apparently. He could. He did it on purpose. Timer, says Ollie Tissel Malanda. It's there. It's above Man United there. Look, 19 minutes. And it was controversial because Gomez should be red carded, says Riff MU. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point, Riff. Yeah, Gomez should have been sent off. I'd never thought of it from that point of view. But I think a lot of people felt it wasn't a penalty. I mean, it's 11 years ago, but I pretty much remember on Sky they were saying after the game that it shouldn't have even been a penalty, which it clearly was. How many players from the current United side would get into this 08-09 United side, says Alan Lee. Very good question. Keep the questions coming in on that. So, De Gea or Van der Sar? Form at the moment, I'd probably say Van der Sar. Vidic and Ferdinand wouldn't be dislodged. Wan-Bissaka over Raphael, I'm afraid. I would say Wan-Bissaka. Evra over... No, Evra would get it. Rooney on a run here. He's been stopped. Midfield, Carrick and Fletcher. I definitely would have Carrick in there. I'd probably play Carrick with Pogba and Bruno ahead of him. And then your front three would be Rooney, Ronaldo, and I would play Martial over Berbatov. Yeah. Berbatov was good, but I would play Martial over Berbatov. So, Martial, Bruno, Pogba, Wan-Bissaka would get in for me. So 4. That's quite promising, isn't it? Some people might disagree. Ryan says that Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Bruno. I do think that Martial would get in over Berbatov. I think people hype Berbatov beyond what he was. He was very good, but I would have Martial over him, and I would find a place for Pogba in the midfield. I'd play a 4-3-3 with just one player holding. So I'd take Fletcher out and I'd put Pogba in there, and I'd put Carrick as the holder. But we've had 20 minutes of this half, and it's still 2-1 to Spurs. But here comes Tevez into Rooney. Rooney into the box. Rooney, goal, 2-2. Takes it well. Tevez is in the net trying to get the ball back. It's 2-2. And it's Tevez again, massively in part of this goal. Driving it forward, getting it into Rooney. Rooney shoots low and Gomez can't keep it out. It's 2-2. Rooney with the goal. Game on. Carrick into Ronaldo. Tevez plays the 1-2 with Berbatov. Drives forward, gets it quickly out to Rooney. And Rooney shot through the legs of the defender, and Gomez can't keep it out. Clever shot by Rooney this, to shoot through the legs of the player, and Gomez can't get it out. 2-2. Gomez can't keep it out. And Tevez has been the difference in this second half. How's that not a yellow card there for the foul on Carrick? 2-2 then. United's comeback is on. Dreadful Spurs side, by the way. Absolute crap. The substitution of Tevez has made a massive difference. Also, Darren Fletcher going off for Scholes just shows you the sort of quality United had on their bench back then. But it's the speed of movement in the final third that's the big thing. United on the attack again. Rooney with the cross. Ronaldo! 3-2! What a cross that is. You can't miss it. He's got his shirt off. Oh, he's a fine specimen of a man. It reminds me of me on a Sunday morning when I'm in the shower. He's got his top off. He's thrown it away. He'll probably get a yellow card. But United leading 3-2 from 2-1 to 3-2 in a matter of minutes. The cross by Wayne Rooney was just there to be headed. Rooney picks his shirt up and says, put it back on. And Ronaldo heads in from 6 yards. But the cross from Rooney here, he comes back onto his right foot. He's out on the left-hand side. And he just whips it, curling towards goal. And all Ronaldo's got to do is dive and head it in the 6-yard box. Fantastic goal. United leading 3-2 from 2-0 down. And Spurs now are on the ropes. They've fought a good fight in the first few rounds. But now they're getting smashed. There's Sir Alex Ferguson again, standing up. And it's in. And Ronaldo, look at that. I've been down the gym. We can see that. We can see that. Look at that. Iconic. Iconic from Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's 3-2. And United now, we've got Scholes and Carrick just dictating the midfield. Rooney and Tevez either side. You've got Ronaldo on the right. Berbatov and Tevez. Rooney's gone to the left. United just bossing this game now. Tevez is everywhere. Coming deep, going far. That's what she said. Scholes over Pogba says, would you put Scholes... Well, remember Scholes was sort of coming towards the end of his career at this point. Rooney was proper world class, says Anaban Batshuayi. He proper was. Sony Spurs, says Andre Jack. Yeah, so if everybody doesn't know what's going on, this is a Manchester United versus Tottenham watch-along from 2008-2009. Why are we doing that? Well, Manchester United, every couple of days, are going to play a full United game at 7 o'clock. Which can be voted for. It's on the app, it's on the website. You can vote 1 out of 4 games to be shown. So this got voted by United fans out of 4 others today. And you can watch it for free on the manunited.com website. The link's in the video description. On the app, if you've downloaded it there, or on MUTV. So everybody can watch this, it's free. John O'Shea's come on for Raphael now. And yeah, we're doing watch-alongs for these whilst chatting about stuff as well. 3-2 to United from 2-0 down. Please do smash a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. But enjoying it. The next one's on Thursday night, so I don't know what that's going to be. Tomorrow night we'll do the call-in as at 8 o'clock, but this just gives us a little bit different stuff. Rooney makes it 4. Yes! It's over the line. It's over the line. Well, United have absolutely gone to town on Spurs here. Rooney with his second goal. Scholes is giving him a hug. The assist, I think, was Ronaldo on this one. Van der Sar's even come up. He's like, yes, well done, boys, well done. Berbatov puts it out wide to Rooney. Ronaldo with the dinky cross to the back post, and Rooney's unmarked. He shoots. Woodgate tries to keep it out. Probably should keep it out. But it goes over the line. Wow, prime Rooney, my favourite. I cried when he left United, says Wesley Gelland. Lovely cross by Ronaldo there with the assist on that one. Rooney takes it down in 1. And it's 4-2. Hi, mate. Been here since 49,000 subscribers. Love this channel, says Mike Lilly. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for the contribution there. Man United have gone from 2-0 down to 4-2. And they've scored 3 goals in about 7 minutes here. And I'm changing the score quicker than a cricket scoreboard at the moment. Spurs on a very rare attack in this half, but Carrick has headed it away. We're changing the score again here. What games do you think they'll be showing? I don't know. I mean, look, we were meant to be playing Norwich at the weekend, so they might do a Norwich Classic. They might do it like that. I mean, they did Spurs games because we were meant to play Spurs at the weekend, so they might do it like that. But if they're going to do games every 48 hours, United were going to be playing in the Europa League on Thursday night, so they might do a Europa League Classic game. So I don't know what they're going to do, but I think it's a great idea, and I've seen that Arsenal have copied it as well. So 4-2 it is. Anybody tuning in a little bit late, this is a watch-along Manchester United versus Spurs from 2008-2009 season. Man United are now showing full 90-minute games, classic games that you can vote for every 48 hours now. So the next one will be Thursday at 7 o'clock. They're free to watch, manunited.com, website link in the video description. The app, which you can download, and it's also on MUTV. With Modern Player, can you compare Paul Scholes, says Ollie. Rooney's on the attack again here. He's on a hat-trick. Little chip. Gomez has got hold of it. Did Van Nistelrooy leave Man United because of Ronaldo, says Salah Ahmed. I think Van Nistelrooy got phased out of Manchester United because of his attitude towards a young Ronaldo. That was the story. Fergie at the wheel, says Paulette Gal. 4-2. Still got about 17 minutes left of this game. Genius is crap. Why the BBC have him on the telly? He was a crap footballer. Absolutely useless. I've not seen him do anything good in this game. Just ignored the ball there. Is there going for Goldbridge later, Mark, says Elliot Horton? Yes, it's going up at 8:45 tonight. In fact, I can probably get it up a little bit earlier. Ooh, that's what she said. Decent shot there from Darren Bent, curling. He was outside the box. It's just gone wide. Van der Sar had it covered. Yes, I think it's a really good idea from Manchester United to do this, to give us these games that we can watch and look back on. The big thing that stands out to me, and I don't know about you lot, the big thing that stands out to me is that there's so little difference between now and then in relation to the pace of the game. And in fact, this United side is far better to watch than the current United side of the last 6 years. And there's clearly not been a big increase in the speed of football in the Premier League. In fact, I think this is quick. This to me feels quicker than the current Premier League. Which is a bit odd considering it's 11 years. Messi or Ronaldo, says Punisher Jones. I don't want to get into that argument, but to me, I'm always going to go Ronaldo, aren't I? I will be doing player ratings, I don't know, just remind me about that. This looks like it could have been yesterday. Nothing's changed in terms of look, stadium, supporters in so many years, says Nick P. Van der Sar was a brilliant sweeper keeper, says Palmarius. Troppy Wreck, I'm going to word this in a way that gives... Manchester United are doing these classic watch-alongs every couple of days now. I think they're the first club I've seen do it. I think it's a great idea to give us matches that we can watch, and I think the United stand can play a part in that by us watching it together and talking about it, and also talking about the topical stuff as well. I saw Arsenal are going to start doing something similar. I'm sure Liverpool will do something similar as well. But there's one club that can't do it. Man City, because they've got no history and they've got no fans. Let's watch a classic game from 2006. Oh shit, we didn't exist. Oh, we did. We're in League One. Let's watch us draw with Wrexham 2-2. When is your next career mode episode, to Salah Ahmed? Tomorrow at about 3:30. Couldn't do it today because I've been down the studio doing stuff there, but there is a Going for Goldbridge episode going up straight after this on my channel. I'll drop you the link in the video description shortly. Can you get a match reaction? I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to start doing match reactions, but I think watch-alongs will stick with those. And I'll do player ratings at the end. Just a little bit of topical news, real-life news. Obviously, that we did the video this morning. Flex and Rant show. Very interesting video that was. Went out at 1 o'clock today. They were falling out about whether Ollie should be the manager. Rant still thinks he shouldn't be. But Matic has signed a contract extension, as we know. I've got no problem with that. And the Euros have been cancelled, which I think I haven't got any problem with that. It's sad, but I think it's the right decision to give us an opportunity that maybe we can come back and complete this league. Gives us a little bit more breathing time as well, because there was the talk that maybe football could come back at the start of April. I think that's very unlikely. But the start of May, if we come back at the start of May, we can complete this season by the end of June and can carry on with a new season in August. So I'm all for that, and I hope that that's going to be the case, because we all want to get back to normality. Of course we do. But we're going to have to go through this process. It's been postponed, the Euros, Stacey English. You're right. So it'll go back to next summer, which I think is the right thing to do. I really do. Ronnie says rants with ants in his pants. And the Premier League from 2005 and 6 to 2013 was so much better than it is today. What do you think about that? Says Paul Madison. I think the quality was better. I mean, that's been one of the things for me today that I found most interesting, is that the quality is so good, even though it's 11 years ago. There's not been a drop off or in speed of the game. It's been fantastic. Rooney's in down that left hand side again. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, Rooney with the cross. Berbatov, Gomez saves. Goal! Berbatov scores the goal. Rooney with the assist again. Cross comes in from Rooney. Berbatov heads it straight at Gomez. He can only keep it out with his feet. And Berbatov's there to tap it into an empty net. And Manchester United lead 5-2 from 2-0 down. That's absolutely superlative in relation to the comeback. And Genius again. Look at him. He's crap. This is Genius, the pundit who is giving his opinion on everything. That's him cocking that up. There. Crap. Would Bruno fit into this team as a playmaker? Says Salah Ahmed. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think it's hard to say. It's hard to say because you've got Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, and Berbatov as playmakers. Do you need? I don't think he would get into the team really, to be honest. The way we used to play then. Keep doing these every game, says Charlie G. Well, we'll see what the next one is on Thursday night. I still want to be doing the 8 o'clock shows. Obviously, I can't do the 8 o'clock show tonight because we're doing this, but there'll be a normal 8 o'clock show tomorrow night, and then we'll see what the match is on Thursday at 7 o'clock. I've got to update the score. I'm being told off. But Rooney with another assist. So, by my estimations, we'll think about that. But what's the situation in relation to goals and assists? Rooney's got 2 goals and he's got 2 assists. Tevez has got an assist. Ronaldo got an assist. So for me, Rooney at the moment looks like man of the match. Not everybody likes nostalgia, do they? Just realised Darren Bent spoke about this game with Flex and Rants last week, says Josh Bowerwater. Yeah, I couldn't remember that. I'd forgotten that Darren Bent scored in this game. I'm just going to change the score. Wazza, man of the match, says Siraj. And James Smith says, Mark, if Ronaldo never left and was still currently at our club, do you think we would still be the most dominant club in England, says James Smith. So Ronaldo left 2 months after this game. So this is the 25th of April 2009. We played the final in Rome against Barcelona, which we lost, and Ronaldo left pretty quickly after that. So 11 years ago, Ronaldo left. How many more titles in Champions League would we have won? We went on to win another 2 Premier League titles after this one without Ronaldo. I think we would have won at least another 5, and I think we would have won a couple of Champions Leagues as well. I think we would have won at least another 5 Premier League titles, maybe even more. Like, he's that good. I mean, he's still very good now, but yeah, I think we would have won God knows how many more. the sad thing about Ronaldo is Ronaldo loves Manchester United, and Ronaldo loved Manchester United, but unfortunately Ronaldo's dream was to go and play for Real Madrid, so we were always going to lose him. We kept him a year longer than we should have done. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I hope Bruno Fernandes didn't grow up supporting Real Madrid, because I know he's never going to be what Ronaldo is, but when you get these players who have a dream of playing for a certain club, it's very hard to keep hold of them if they do great for you and then that club wants to sign them. I'll tell you who's going to get a low score in this game. Ferdinand. I think Ferdinand's had a very bang average game. What a pass by Scholes that is. Berbatov on the turn. Berber spin. Out to Rooney. And remember, that's Ronaldo actually. How do you mix up Ronaldo and Rooney? It's because I thought Rooney was still on the left wing. Football is more tactical now, says Akibi2542. A low block or two banks of four is much more common these days. It was usually just the teams that were newly promoted who played like that back then. Yeah, I think you're right in many ways. I think the Spurs side has it's felt like Spurs have been playing with 9 men, and they haven't. They've got 11. But United have carved through them so many times. And considering Spurs at this time, all right, it's not the Spurs that we've had over the last few years. They weren't a consistent top 4 side, but they were fairly decent. But United have just been able to carve them open with a long ball like that, or even just passing through them. Having said that, we have got Scholes and Carrick holding the midfield at the moment. Oh, God, Scholes, good job he didn't make that tackle. He was already on a yellow. Tevez was tenacious, as Matthew Smith. Tenacious is a name that I think, if you looked under the dictionary in 2009, you would have found the name Carlos Tevez. He was such a tenacious player. It's like a terrier. I mean, it was a fantastic United side. It really was. And what I hope we'll see from these classic games that they're going to show, I hope we get to see some of the 99 side as well, so that you can see what that team was like. Because it's been great tonight watching Rooney and Ronaldo and Carrick in their prime playing for United. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm sure there'll be more to watch as well. But I really want you to see Scholes and Keane in their prime. Here's Ronaldo down the left-hand side, into the box. No, cross can't quite get to Tevez. How old was Ronaldo when he went to Real Madrid? 30. Is he about 30? Was he about 24, 25? Maybe 25, maybe 26. Well, he was 25 according to Patrick Hunchy. Thanks everyone who's been doing the super chats, and thanks everyone who has subscribed to this one. Really, really appreciate it. So, for the final time, Manchester United are doing classic full game replays. You can vote for what game they're going to do, by the way. Keep an eye on the United Stand Twitter. We'll keep putting them out. I don't know what the next game is. The next game they're going to show will be 7 o'clock again on Thursday night. But tomorrow they'll put out what games they're going to let you vote for. 90-minute game we watch as a watch-along on here tonight. And you can watch it free, the game, on manunited.com, on the app, or on MUTV. And it's been great to watch some football. I mean, look, when would you ever watch this game back? But it's been great to watch a 90-minute game of football. And, you know, you don't remember a lot of it. You remember some of the goals. But lovely little interchange there between Ronaldo and Tevez. Overhits the cross there. Vidal says, I never hear Giggs get talked about a lot. Why is that? I think Giggs was injured for this one. Gareth Bale's about to come on for Spurs. 2009. Wasn't the Gareth Bale... Wasn't hitting the heights there, Gareth Bale. But Modric coming off. They're still showing the foul on Carrick. I can't believe they didn't. People thought that wasn't a penalty at the time. Player ratings. Well, we've still got a few minutes to go yet, but we'll go through it on the live comments. So player ratings for this game as we approach the last 5 minutes of it. Out of 10 then. We'll do it together. Out of 10. Number 6 is 6 out of 10 is average. 5 is below average. 4 is starting to get a bit shit. 7 is good. 8 very good. 9 superb. 10 flawless. So Van der Sar, I'd give him a 6 average. Not really had many saves to make and couldn't really do anything about either of the goals, so I'll give him an average 6. Raphael at right back. Again, I'd probably give him a 6 because he's got forward quite well, but the second goal for Spurs, where was he when Modric is unmarked on the back post? So I give an average 6 for Raphael. Ferdinand 5, below average. I think he was at fault for the first goal massively, and he could have had a part in the second goal as well. So not a great game for Ferdinand by his high standards, so I give him a 5 out of 6. Darren Logue, 5 is not average. 6 has always been the average in football scores out of 10. Where have you been? So yeah, I give Ferdinand a 5. Vidic 7, very good. Won loads in the air. Not put a foot wrong, so I'd give him a 7. Patrice Evra, I'd give him a 7 as well. Got forward up and down that left hand side very, very well. In fact, no, I'll give Evra a 6 because both their goals came from crosses down his side, and he got skinned by Lennon on the first one. So I'll give Evra a 6. Into the midfield, Michael Carrick, I would give a 7. Really, in fact, no, I'll give Carrick an 8. He's ran that midfield. Jermaine Genius, who? Get on BBC and talk shit, mate, because Carrick's pocketed you. I'll give Carrick an 8. I thought he was really good at just dictating the play calmly as per usual. Darren Fletcher a 6. I thought it was quite an average performance from Darren Fletcher, so he'd get a 6. And then, moving into the front players, I'll start off with Berbatov. Got his goal. I'd give him a 7. Lovely ball by Berbatov there. Ronaldo. Oh, he should have scored. Ronaldo could have had a hat-trick today. So yeah, I'd give a 7 to Berbatov. Nani, not a good game. I'd probably give him a 5. Took off at half-time for Tevez, so yeah, I'd give him a 5 as well. Tevez... game changer, 8. Gave us the momentum in the second half. Didn't get his goal, did he, Tevez? But he got an assist and really made a big difference from minute 1 of the second half. So I'll give Tevez an 8, which leaves Ronaldo and Rooney. Ronaldo, 8. Yep. Goal and an assist. Always a threat. But I think on a different day, it was almost a bad day for Ronaldo getting a goal and an assist because I think he could have had a lot more. A couple of good saves from the goalkeeper. And a little bit wasteful with a couple of the chances, but yeah, still very, very good. So I give him an 8. And Rooney a 9, man of the match for me. Rooney gets the 9. 2 goals, 2 assists. Superb in the second half. Quiet in the first half, so I can't give him a flawless 10. But he was quiet in the first half. He wasn't really in the game, but second half, moving him out to that left-hand side, which is interesting, and I think a lot of people probably don't remember this about Rooney or didn't see it because they were kids or whatever, or not, Rooney, the positions he played, and most of this second half he's played as a left winger. He's got 2 assists and 2 goals. So I would give Rooney a 9. Quiet first half, but excellent second half. That's how and in relation to Sir Alex Ferguson, a strong 8. But man of the match to... Rooney, and Scholes can get a 7. Come on, and made a big difference as well. Carrick and Rooney, man of the match, as Disease Gaming. But I've really enjoyed this, and thanks everyone who's joined in. I know some people struggle with retro stuff, but for me, I love it because it's not just. I think you're blinkered if you just ignore it, because to watch these games back, 1, I would never get the time to do it. 2. These are vintage United sides, but 3, to be able to watch and see what the standard should be and compare it today, they're miles apart. Even the United team that's doing quite well at the moment, they're nowhere near this. They're miles away from it. And it's refreshing to see that the speed of the game, I think it's quicker than the modern game. But... I mean, you're talking about quality players. So I'm looking forward to what the next game's going to be. I'm not going to do all of them, but if people want me to do them, I'll do them all. But the next one will be Thursday at 7 o'clock. We'll be back at 8 o'clock tomorrow night with the normal live show. But I've enjoyed it. So thanks everyone who's watched it and enjoyed it with me. And I look forward to seeing what the next one's going to be. That's a horrible tackle by I never could pronounce his name. Petulant. Welcome to Ashley Ware, latest member of the United Stand Members Club, and Kevin SB. Just supporting the channel, Mark. Would be a member, but I'm only a student. Would have liked to see you in the team for the meetup in April. Hopefully when this is all over. Thanks for all the videos, says Kevin SP. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Everybody go and check out the Flex and Rant show after this one, actually. It's a cracker today. Flex and Rants actually arguing quite vigorously about the situation. Thomas says it's not quicker. I think it 100% is quicker. I've done the player ratings, Mickey lad. I've just spent the last 5 minutes doing the player ratings. Man of the match, Wayne Rooney, 9 out of 10. Worst player on the United shirt, Rio Ferdinand, 5. Crap game. At fault for the first goal. Call-ins tomorrow night, Steez94. Yes, 8 o'clock tomorrow night with the call-in. And we'll be back in the morning with the normal Man United update daily. I think the modern game is getting too constrained with formations and tactics, says Mojo. I think that is a very intelligent comment as to why the game isn't as quick as it probably was then. But then again, I think there's more quality. I mean, this Spurs side is crap compared to the current Spurs side. Frank Guy says, in all honesty, the difference between the teams is that the 08 team had loads of game changers. Ollie doesn't have that luxury, says Frank Guy. But 2-0 down to a 5-2 win. And I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the Roy Keane games, by the way. I think they'll be great. I'm excited to see. I mean, look, I want real football back desperately, and I'm hoping it will come back sooner than we're thinking. But in the meantime, we do get to watch some of this stuff as well. And it's definitely more direct, says Ati Hindu. Ollie should have got Manager of the Month, says Eric. Yeah, in real life, Sean Dyche got Manager of the Month, and I thought Ollie was going to get it. Welcome to Juno, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Thank you very much for that. And Jack Clark says, I support Walsall, who are in League 2. I'm only 14, but in my childhood, I idolised Rooney and still do. Now United are always a team I look out for and always want to win. Love the channel. Carry on, Jack Clark. What I like about that comment, Jack, is that you said you're 14, but in your childhood, you idolised Rooney. You're still a child. Enjoy it. 14, you're still a child, mate. That's absolutely flown by, says Rob Witts. Yeah, we've been live for like just under 2 hours, and it has absolutely flown by, hasn't it? I really, really, really have enjoyed it, and I hope that you all have as well. It's been good. It's been good fun, and I think that it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this. United have said they're going to do it every 48 hours, and I think that in a time where we haven't got any football, it's nice to be able to watch a 90-minute game of football and see a bit of controversy. I mean, the interesting thing is we've had 7 goals there. If you imagine in the modern game, we'd have to check all those goals for VAR, and not one of them wouldn't have been a goal. Like, they were all goals. There was none of them that were like controversial, offside, or anything like that. So yeah, it's been great to see United doing their thing in their classic years. And I don't think this. I mean, this was a very good side, but I don't think it was. As good as the season before when they should have won a treble, actually, the season before. I'm just hoping that we get to see a Roy Keane United sooner rather than later. But on topical news as well, the Euros have been cancelled. If anybody's not heard about that, that was really very interesting today, of course, to hear that there will be no Euros. They've been postponed until next summer. And also, let me just say thank you everybody who's been. I have a channel of myself, Mark Goldbridge channel. I'm just going to drop the link in the video description for you as well, because I've started doing that as a daily thing as well. Just talking about. It's more of a vlog for me. I used to do it as a weekly sort of going for Goldbridge thing, and over the last few days, I found myself recording one every single day. And that's because I think we're living in a weird time. It's not football related. It's more of an observation, a sort of few stories, etc. So that is just about to go up on my channel. And I've just popped the link in the video description for you to subscribe to that channel. And you can watch that video. It's going up in about 2 minutes time on that channel. So please do give that a go. We won't be doing one of these tomorrow night because they're not doing one tomorrow night. So we will be able to do a live... call in at 8 o'clock as well, which will be great. If you haven't seen the Flex and Rant show today, do give that a watch. That's through the homepage as well. I also did a Man United news story this morning talking about the cancellation of Man United training, the implications of that, and what that means for United. I think it puts back the likelihood of football anytime in the next month. But I'm hoping that the cancellation of the Euros, or the postponement of the Euros, means that there is an appetite on world football to get these domestic leagues done. Because now the Euros isn't there, that means we've got all of June to play domestic football. And there's no need to cancel. There'd be no need to cancel the start of the new Premier League season, because if you were playing in the Euros, you would still be back to play in August anyway. So I think that now the Euros has been postponed, you've now got a deadline of the 10th of July, because I think the final of the Euros is normally like the 10th of July. So we've got till the 10th of July to complete our Premier League and domestic trophies, which should be plenty of time. That's like 4 months. So I'm positive about that. I think we can do that. And it certainly gives us an opportunity to do it. So I'm intrigued to see how that's going to build out. But thanks everyone for watching. The latest game for Goldbridge has literally just gone up because it's 8:45. The link's in the video description for you to get there, or you can just type in Mark Goldbridge on the YouTube search thing. But give it a watch. Give it a watch if you've never seen it before. I think you'll quite enjoy it. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.